Hey guys, we have made it to our final destination of our Florida.
That's not a play on words, because it actually could be someone's final destination.
Yeah, this is the last stop of our Florida trip. We are in Fort Lauderdale, so got off the boat this morning. Almost.
We only had to wait in this 2.5 mile long line.
Should have stayed on the upper level. We thought we had to get down here.
It's all good,
We're almost free. They have different times for each level to get off, and we were one of the first groups that were supposed to get off. But we had breakfast, and we tried to procrastinate as long as we could, just because we knew we couldn't check in until, the same thing as last time. Check-in's usually at 4 p.m. Sometimes they can get you in by 1 p.m. So I didn't want to have to sit in the car again. But at least this time we weren't going to be as tired. And then customs took forever. So because you're re-entering the country, if you have a US passport, easy peasy, the line was pretty short, but I don't have a US passport. My passport is from Spain. So Dan and I got stuck in the long line for everyone that was coming through with a birth certificate or a foreign passport or whatever. So it took about an hour. So I guess it wasn't like the worst thing in the world, but it was definitely a long line. So we went through that. They brought us our car that was parked at the port, and we just drove here. So from Palm Beach to Fort Lauderdale, it was an hour. And we stayed at this Ramada years ago by coincidence when we were just driving through Florida. We didn't realize that it was part of the package, but I would say it's not the nicest place you've ever been. The lobby is nice. It looks, very reasonable, but once you go into the actual hotel, it's very dated.
It kind of smells like they cleaned up a murder in here.
I can't confirm nor deny that there have been things like that in this place. For me, in the hallways, it honestly reminds me of The Shining. It's just not the newest place. It's not that big of a deal. But if you're trying to book a clean, nice resort, it's probably not this one. No offense, Ramada, but they have some good ones. They have some bad ones. We've stayed at Ramadas everywhere. California, Colorado, here. It just depends on the location. You just never know. This is probably just old. So we actually get 3 nights at this one. So the longest part of our trip is on this one. It is all inclusive once again. So they include the food, all 3 meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. If we happen to actually be in the hotel during all that, we have no plans. So we will see what ends up happening. We just walked up, they gave us our vouchers, and then we had a little bit of time. So we sat down and ate because it was lunchtime. And then the food, I think it comes buffet style. So we just had, it was like a taco bar type thing. And at least this time here, they give you the vouchers, same thing as the other place, but here it actually covers your meal. So you only pay gratuity and tax. But the other place, it was kind of annoying because they don't do the all-inclusive. So sometimes it was just a discounted thing. It made no sense whatsoever. It's they'll discount part of it, but then you have to pay for the other part. I think it was because you were eating at an actual restaurant and it wasn't just the hotel's buffet. And by the time we were done, they were ready to check us in. So we were talking to some people in the line, and this is the beginning of their trip, and they're taking the exact same vacation. So we've talked to 2 different groups. So the ladies that were with us in the Jeep yesterday in the Bahamas, they bought their trip 2 years ago, but it was only the cruise. I don't think that they had the Florida stay. And then the people that we just talked to today bought their trip 3 years ago, and they filed the extensions, and it was the exact same trip that we did. So they did the exact same thing as us. We bought ours 2 years ago and filed a couple of extensions. So anyway, they hadn't done any of their bonus trips, so I was telling them that they should take the Mexico one, which I wish I would have recorded a little bit more for you guys, but I took a bunch of pictures, so you guys might have already seen the video before this one. So I was telling them that if they have the opportunity or the time, they should do the Mexico one, because the Mexico bonus trip was pretty awesome, rather than Vegas. The Vegas one is you stay at the Excalibur, and if that's your only option, that's fine, that's cool, but it's Vegas. We go there all the time, so it's not that special. But anything else happened today? I don't know. I really enjoyed that cruise. Oh, I didn't finish yesterday's vlog, so yesterday, we watched more of the shows, and they have a full schedule constantly, something going on. There's always food. You're not gonna go hungry. It's just really cool. And I feel if that was the basic bottom level type cruise, because it was so cheap. Cheap. Some people were telling us that they booked it last minute, and they said it was $150 for a couple. So it'd be going to a nice dinner or a decent dinner with 2 people, and you're getting 3 meals, for 2 nights, and the Bahamas, the whole day of the Bahamas, which you can stay on the boat and have all your meals also included. and all the activities and everything. But of course you want to enjoy the Bahamas while you're there. So that's pretty cool. But I would definitely do it again. We're definitely going to do a lot more cruises now that we've experienced that one, because we were like no expectations, thinking worst case scenario, because I was like, I don't even know what we bought. I don't know what we got ourselves into. Like, I'd seen pictures and some people were really complaining and dissing on everything. I mean, I guess if you're really high maintenance, maybe you could find something to complain about, but I felt like it was very, very worth the money. If you're doing just the cruise, I had no complaints at all. The shows were super cute, like really entertaining. You're not gonna be bored on the cruise. So I'm really excited to see what other kind of cruises there are, because there's just a lot of stuff to do. But so the people that we were talking to in the line here while we were going through to the Welcome Center, they were at the beginning of their trip. So they were asking us some questions and I was explaining like our whole experience. But when they go to the Orlando part, they're actually staying at a Ramada out there, and we were staying at the Radisson. They might have given me the option and I might have said I wanted to stay at the Radisson because I'd stayed at so many Ramadas. I was like, well, the Radisson might be nicer. I don't know that it is. I don't know that it was, especially for Orlando, because the different Ramadas are different qualities, I'll tell you that much. Either way, I'll stop rambling. I'll give you guys a tour of the room that we just checked into. Just like the other place, we had a view of the parking lot and the tennis court. We actually have the perfect view of our rental car from in here. Okay, so this is starting from the window. So we've got the chair, our luggage, little table, the bed, Dan, TV, little dresser. Make sure that's dead bolted. Door to the other room. That's the front door when you come in. So we've got the mirror, the other mirror, and bathroom. So the lighting in the bathroom at the other place was pretty awesome. This, like I said before, this is a lot more dated, but whatever. If you look too closely, some things look a little dirty, like the heating system right below me, and then the window edges. But that's besides the point. Like, you don't need to be touching the window. There's no reason for you to be opening the window or really messing with the heater too much. So as long as the bed is clean and the bathroom's clean, that's the important part. But we're just gonna relax and maybe look up some stuff that we can do. Fort Lauderdale is really close to Miami. They have really cute patios and like cafes and everything that I just love, and the temperature's so nice outside. But as you could tell, it's a little cloudy, so it might be raining. So I'm not sure how much we want to be outside. We probably should stick to the inside. But the next few days, I think today's the least chance of rain that we have for the next few days. But the rest of the trip, it didn't rain. It didn't rain while we were in the Bahamas, and it said it might. I think it was raining on some parts of the island, but we luckily missed it. But it was just like really windy. Out here, it looks like it might rain today, but tomorrow and the next day it's gonna be like thunder and lightning. But even if it is, I honestly don't care. I love the rain. I love the humidity. And if it's overcast, like it feels so much nicer. It doesn't get too hot, so it's just really nice. And they have a pool and everything down here. Might go check it out. Dan's a little burned. My shoulders are a little burned from yesterday being in the Jeep. I don't know if we should be out in the sun too much. We might just put on some sunblock. We're gonna lay around for a bit and watch some TV and relax and figure out what our plans are for the next few days. Oh my gosh, guys, I have been so lazy today. Yeah, we've done absolutely nothing. Of course, played Fortnite on my phone because I'm a nerd, and Dan played it on the laptop. And we just sat here. But definitely the laziest day of the week. Should have probably enjoyed the nice weather because it did not rain, but and tomorrow it probably will. But oh well. So my toe had been hurting in my sandals, and I looked at it because I was like, what is going on with it? Because it just hurts like underneath, and I have a blister. Can you see that, like right there on the tip of my toe? Like, how does that even happen? And hopefully it'll feel better by the morning, because we got some walk-in plans tomorrow. Because tomorrow is probably gonna rain, I can't have my tanner on tomorrow. So I wanna put it on tonight, go to sleep, rinse it off in the morning, but I'm kind of scared for the sheets because it is like very humid here and it's pretty warm. I like it. It's like a perfect temperature. I don't want to turn on the AC, but if I don't, I'm probably gonna sweat while I'm asleep. So decisions. But either way, we are going to relax once again. Probably wash off my makeup and just get some sleep and set our alarm. And tomorrow we got some big plans, and it's gonna be a really cool place we're gonna go visit, and you guys are coming with us. So see you then.